Hey guys, it's Cyndy Reid, Cyndy Reid Fitness, the Strong with Age system. So this video is going to teach you some basic moves to stop chronic pain in your shoulders, to help alleviate those forward shoulders, to help stop the shrinking of your spine, to give you overall back and shoulder health. And in addition to that, we're deep core, butt cheeks, quads, and triceps. So it's kind of a one-stop shopping deal. So, and it's done on a ball, so you need a ball. I'm 5'4". This is a 65 centimeter ball. If you go online and look at balls, it'll kind of tell you what size to get for your height. So to start, you want to be in a straight line from your head to your knees. The ball comes right to you, and you lay over the ball. It should not move. Now this is your just relaxing neutral spot. It can create nice traction on your back, and you want to come back to this spot very frequently. Okay, so the first position will be, as you exhale, you simultaneously straighten your legs, engage the quads at the knees, engage the glutes at the right here at the hamstring, engage the triceps, pull the belly button up and in, and stay in a straight line from your head to your feet. You're going to hold this for 4 counts and very slowly release down back to that starting position and relax your back. All right? So again, it's inhale, exhale up, 2, 3, 4, hold 1,000, 2, 1,000. I like to hold this one for 4 counts. 3, 4, slowly release and let that back completely relax. So over time, you're going to work up to being able to do 10 of those reps. Take your time, because if you're not used to this, you will have soreness in the muscles of your back, and that's no fun. So do a couple, and then make sure that you really take a nice stretch for your back. Really release, do a couple more, and then be done with it. And then the next time you come around and do it, maybe do 6, okay? So you work up to the 10 reps very, very, very gradually. If you feel strain in your lower back, the first thing I want you to do is pull your belly button up and in. Like, think about pulling kind of up off the ball. The second thing I want you to do is squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, and make sure you're in that straight line. If that still doesn't alleviate the strain, then your muscles are just too tired, and so you need to move on, all right? But if you do those stretches and the muscles aren't tired, it should alleviate the strain in your back, and you can continue. So that would be good feedback for you to really pay attention to. Okay, so let's say you've worked up to those 10 repetitions. At that point, you're ready to add additional arms. You always start the same way, exactly the same way. Create this repetition, this redundancy. Exhale. Let it stretch. Let it open. Always go into that first position. Make sure you're connected to all those parts, right? From there, you're going to take the arms out to the side. Now, most arms are going to want to be here. You're going to make sure that they're straight out to the side, and you're going to hold them. Remember how we talked about triceps in other videos? Well, you want those now, and you want to be able to pull your shoulder blades down. Do you see that action? Pull the shoulder blades down. All the while maintaining all of these other things that you're thinking about. And then slowly take the arms back to where they started. Pause for 2. Release on a 4 count. Okay, and then just relax that back. So you would work up to 10 reps of that one. You'd hit the first position, take 4 counts to get out to the lateral position, hold for 2, take 4 counts to get back to the first position, release in 4. That's 1 rep. Go all the way to 6 to 10 is usually a good ballpark measurement. All right, so now you've achieved that over time. Next, arm progression. You always start the same way. Come up, hold. Now the arms will be in opposite positions. One will go above your head, one stays here. Now think of a kind of a windmill, and you're going to slowly switch positions and hold. Now notice that my triceps are engaged the entire time. You should have learned that in the tricep video, okay? So as you go through the positions, slowly, you're maintaining all of those cue points that we've already discussed. And then you'll bring the other arm back and slowly release, okay? So the windmill is, all right, so you'll start here, right? One up, one down. And you'll go 1, 2, back to start, release. And that's 1 repetition. And then you would do it, 6 to 10 reps. So again, you're working up very gradually. Okay, the last one of this basic stuff, there's more advanced stuff, but you have to learn this first. It's, you're creating a foundation. Okay, so you start the same way. Let the back release. Start exactly the same way. And now you're going to bend both elbows. From here, you're going to push one forward, bend, push the other one forward, bend, all the while maintaining all those tight points that we've already discussed. Hold and release. So the repetition on this one's just a bit different. So you hit that first position, connect with all those parts, go into your bend. So 1, bend, 2, bend, release. Repeat. Got it? Bend. Other arm starts. 1, bend, and right here you're really pulling those shoulder blades down and back. You want to get this part pulling down and back. And then you switch. Tight, tight legs, tight, tight butt, and slowly release. And let that back relax, okay? So those are basic positions that you can work on to achieve the connection from your brain to all the muscles of your back, your legs, your arms, your core. Again, most everything I give you works into the 650 club. You're working all 650 muscles most of the time, all the time. And that's why it's so effective. You don't need as many repetitions to get such a wonderful, amazing progress and results. So keep that in mind. Less gives you more, right? And then as in my other videos, you want to have the 4-2-4 formula. Move something on 4 counts, hold for 2, move something on 4 counts. Pay close attention to the release and the complete release in this series of that lower back with each repetition. So once you are very comfortable with doing all of this and really owning those movements and being able to do it all without any strain in your lower back, well, then you can add small, and I'm talking small, 2s, 3s, 5s, taller, more full body guys like 6'2", 6'4", they can get up into the 8s and the 10s, but we women 4s and 2s, 5s, that's about it. And so then you would put these weights in your hands and go back down in repetitions. Start with 2 or 3 repetitions. Work back up the ladder that I just taught you until finally you can do everything with, let's say, a 2 or a 3 pound weight. And work back down. If you wanted to try a 5 pound weight, work back up. And so you kind of navigate between 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s for we girls. And then 5s. I even start men with 2s and 3s sometimes if they have never done this kind of thing before, because it makes a huge difference. So just be aware of that. Don't go all macho or anything like that, because it's very effective when you do add correctly and really ineffective and injury prone when you add it incorrectly. So just keep that in mind. And then you would just add these in, 2 or 3 times a week. You don't need very many. So I'll sometimes just do, one series all the way through. It might take me, 5 minutes and then be done with it and go on about my workout, or sometimes I do it as an energy burst if that's all I'm doing. And make sure that after you've completed whatever series that you're on, whatever level you're on, you want to make sure that you really also release that back. And I like to do this one, right? And so you can also stand and do this and make sure that you're just releasing the back, taking the ball across, pushing into the opposite hip and the leg, and it feels really good. Okay? And then when you come out of it, just roll out of it, one little vertebrae at a time. And then I want to reiterate the body's feedback. So if your lower back starts to talk to you and it feels like it's straining, that's feedback. Listen to it. Do not push through it. It's not worth it. So if you feel that, the first thing you do is pull your belly button, draw it in, up off the ball, re-squeeze butt, re-squeeze quads, and that most of the time takes care of that. If these links are disconnected and you're kind of in this position, all the strain and workload goes right here. But if you really access legs, quads, shoulder blades, then those little abdominals don't have to take on that work, and you can go through the motions that you need to. So feedback, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If it's still strained, then they're just tired and it's time to move on, okay? So I love these exercises. They're super effective. They can really help with opening the shoulders and keeping the muscles of the shoulders and upper back, the ones that are responsible for keeping us nice and tall, right? Instead of here, now these guys have the strength to hold you up as they are meant to. They're meant to do this, right? So you want to avoid this kind of thing and have the strength in the abdominals and the back and the shoulders to just be here naturally. And that's what these exercises are so amazing for. They keep your spine from shrinking because you have the musculature just to be in this posturally correct position. All right. So play around with them and do a little bit at a time. Don't overdo it, and enjoy, and make sure that you stretch after. Look for my upcoming Body Boss Fitness Lifestyle 6-week boot camp. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be amazing. It'll blow people out of the water about concepts of fitness and how to be fit no matter where you are and what you're doing. And I can't wait to share. So look for those upcoming. And thank you for tuning in, and be fit. Woo, ciao, baby.